Welcome back to the Church of Atheism podcast. It's good to be back. We took about a month off with the holidays and all the good stuff surrounding that, so the church is back. Today's episode is about, the doomsdayer and apocalypse, end of the world conspiracy guru, Nancy Leader. Pretty fun little episode we have for you. If you guys are enjoying the podcast, do us a huge favor. Share us out a little bit. Share some of our episodes with your buddies. Share us on Twitter. Add us on Facebook. All the good stuff. Really enjoying it. I'm going to shut up now and just let you guys enjoy the show. How about that?
Why wouldn't we get his Irish whiskey?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'd be a fool not to.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Yeah, I really wanted to try it. But then I had more fucking car problems, so I gotta wait. Yeah.
Fucking cars, man.
Yeah, that movie sucks.
All of them. All the Cars movies.
Well, now the second one. Yeah.
Hey, now.
That's the only reason.
The sequel.
Yeah. That's the only reason I don't drive a car. It's because of the movies.
Yep. I loved driving until the movie came out. God damn it.
Yeah. Hollywood's
gonna ruin this again for me.
Yeah. I don't want to be waiting. Well, see, I think all movies are real.
They're not. They should be, right?
So, I don't want to be waiting at a red light and then my truck has the voice of Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
And just does
a bunch of fart jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need that in my life.
Yeah, I don't want my car, or I don't want my truck. I don't want to be sitting at a red light just to have my truck go and do Prilosec OTC commercials.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's why I take the bus everywhere I go now.
Yeah, that's why I support public transit. Because at any moment, my vehicle might do Prilosec OTC commercials.
That's not. I didn't pay for that. That wasn't the agreement. Yeah. That wasn't the lease.
And I love how all those commercials, just the whole point of it is you can be a fat piece of shit and eat whatever you want.
And still be able to sleep at night.
Yeah. That is literally what those commercials.
Yeah. 100%.
Well, I used to eat a rack of ribs every night, but I started getting heartburn. Because I turned 25, my body cannot handle all that meat and sauce.
Thanks, Prilosec OTC.
Yeah.
That's our new sponsor, by the way.
I was just going to say that. Because to be honest, I eat like a fat piece of shit. So,
oh, yeah, me too.
So if we can get some free Prilosec OTC.
That would take, I don't know, $20-25 a month off my bill.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me I can eat all these ribs and all these cheeseburgers and have the cake and a soda, and I can go to bed and not sleep just fine?
Yeah.
Just take 2 of these.
God.
Prilosec. Listen, between you and me, I'm still really hurt. I'm really hurt that Christian Mingle won't be our sponsor.
Yeah, I still email him every day. Yeah, I got something called a restraining order and a cease and desist letter. I don't know what those things mean. No. Look, I'm not a lawyer.
Exactly.
Me, I'm just a common man.
And if they would fucking sponsor us, maybe we could hire a lawyer so that we could read what this is about,
Exactly.
Pricks.
Yeah, if they would give us money, then we could afford an attorney. Then we could understand all that fancy fucking legal talk.
Right.
Look, I've never seen the word cease or desist. I don't know what that means.
No.
Does anybody really?
I don't even think lawyers do. I think it's like lawyer code.
Like what? Did we go to fucking Harvard or some shit?
Right.
Ooh, look at me. I'm an Oxford man. Right. I know what words mean.
Oh, trio.
Fucking Christian Mingle.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? Now I'm really upset.
Now we want to do this episode.
Yeah.
What are you upset over?
Yeah. Oh, just because fucking Christian Mingle. I'm upset over something that happened in my mind 2 minutes ago. That's what I'm upset about.
And it's all their fault. It's all their goddamn fault.
Oh boy. Speaking of upset, that so we're kind of doing like a doomsday cult, like apocalypse scenario episode,
Right.
and then
Speaking of things that upset you because they haven't happened yet.
yeah, yeah. First of all, I'm ready for the apocalypse,
Yeah.
but no, that's kind of a funny thing. Like I did just so fucking. It was such a slow day at work, and I got off early, and so I've been uh just in like apocalypse scenario websites, and I was looking on all these forums, and oh my god, my mind is just full of nonsense from those things.
You know what it reminded me of when I started like getting into the research and shit? It
Hmm.
reminded me of the flat Earth episode we did. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like
yeah,
2 articles in. I'm just like, God damn it, man! These people are insane.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, like that's the thing. Like for the folks at home, little pulling the curtain back. Let me drop some showbiz knowledge. You know, you and I are balls deep in showbiz. They asked us to host the Oscars, and then we're like, "What? Kevin Hart's not going to do it?" Well,
I was
what
busy
makes
that
it?
night.
Yeah, what makes him better than us?
I had a poker tournament to be at. So it was like poker
Mm,
tournament, host the Oscars. It's like I'm gonna play this poker tournament.
yeah. I was watching Sopranos that night.
You had it planned.
I'm
What's what we
going
said
to.
now.
Yeah. But anyway, like I was saying, like so, we'll plan a topic for the episode, and then like for instance, today I was just balls deep in like uh, doomsday people, and then I found this fucking bitch.
Literally or figuratively?
Oh, literally.
Okay. Having an orgy with doomsdayers.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good.
No, yeah, she is a fucking. Actually, no, figuratively, because she killed her dog. I'm talking, of course, about this fucking bitch, uh, Nancy Leader, Nancy Lieder,
Yeah, who puts
and
the L, the L? Who puts the I first?
yeah, really,
What I would like to know.
fucking Germans. E- Even though, yeah, we both got very German last names.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, no, but mine is EI. Hers is IE. Bitch.
Oh yeah,
Just has
yeah.
to be different.
What a fucking idiot.
Gonna get attention to herself. Moron.
Yeah. Did you watch that link I sent you? If not, I could explain that.
Which one?
Oh, it was the YouTube link. Okay, so anyway,
No, obviously.
I'll do some background. So I was doing doing some serious doing some serious research about like well, like kind of the theme was 2019, or like doomsday prophecies for the year 2019. And I had like a whole list of doing a lot of research, and then I came across this fucking crazy cunt, and it's justified. The
Yeah, it is.
listeners
It
will
is.
agree with me. Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Even if you're not Australian, it's fitting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then like cuz I was trying to focus more on like religious religious doomsday scenario people for 2019.
Right.
Then I came across her. Nancy Leader. God, this bitch is fucking crazy. And then like I spent just hours researching
Wait,
just two really stupid things.
you think she's crazy because she talks to extraterrestrials and has a device implanted into her brain so that she can communicate with them wherever they are?
No, that's not why. I think that's normal. I think
Okay,
that's
all right.
perfectly normal.
That's why I had to bring that up. Because I was going to take offense and we're going to have it out. But I'm glad that you see it my way too.
Yeah. No, I mean that's par for the course.
Yeah.
That's just called, you know, you turn 18, you buy a pack of cigarettes. You turn 21, you buy booze.
Yep.
You turn whatever age, and you just hear aliens
Yeah.
contacting you and the implant in your head.
Yeah. Standard.
Oh, so this fucking lady. Oh God, where do I start? So I think in 1993. Oh my God, this is just so crazy. Okay, anyway. So in 19, here's a chick who she's been in contact with extraterrestrials, of course.
Gray ones.
Yeah, yeah, through an implant in her head, as you said. And then did you happen to read why she? See, this is where I lost a lot of time that I'll never get back. So there was a specific reason why she was sure, because well, she's psychic too, by the way.
Obviously.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
So she was in contact with these aliens, but she wasn't sure. So in 1993, she asked for a sign. She asked the aliens to show a sign that they were certainly contacting her. Did you happen to read what that sign was?
No, I don't
Okay.
remember. No.
Okay, well, I thought this was people making fun of her, because when I was trying to research her, a lot of it was people making fun of her, which was fun, which was entertaining.
Right.
And then I spent fucking 3 hours of my day just trying to find like actual confirmation from her that this was true, because I didn't want to reiterate it on the show. Like, I'm like, this is too funny. Anyway, so yeah, I finally, after like 3 hours, I fucking finally found an interview with her where she explained. Okay, so she asked for a sign that the aliens were talking to her. Because she wasn't sure. She thought so before, and she thought the aliens might have been fucking with her. So she psychically asked to show a sign that the aliens were. Okay, so anyway, she went to a movie. She went to a movie theater in 1993, and right before she went to the movie theater, she asked for the sign, and then so she bought a package of Starburst. And get this, one of them, because you know the nature of Starburst. They come in the package, yet they're all individually wrapped.
Right.
With that wax paper, right?
Right.
So she was getting to the bottom of her Starburst, and she found a Starburst that was unwrapped.
Well.
And that was the sign she was looking for.
I'm convinced.
Yeah.
That's exactly. If I was an extraterrestrial and I was trying to send you a sign, it would definitely be that I would keep one Starburst unwrapped.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how you would know, like, I'm trying to communicate with you.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like, I read that, and I found, like, countless people, like, reiterating that quote about the Starburst. And, like, that fucking cannot be true. You gotta be fucking with me. And then I finally, well, actually, after about 20 minutes of research, I concluded that I'm like, yeah, that bitch probably fucking said that. But I really wanted to be sure. So I wasted about 2 more hours of my life, and I finally found the confirmation.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, that is the reason. Like, she was a believer, but when she found, and actually, like, this is so funny, because I was the Rational Wiki is where I was finding, and I used to go on that website all the time. I kind of forgot about that. If you consider yourself a skeptic, that's a fun website to go on. And whoever wrote the entry about her, fucking rule. Like, they had a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
Because they're like, the awesome, unprovable power of the Zetas. That's the alien. Like, the unprovable, like, yeah. Like, whoever wrote that entry had a good objective point of view, and they made it pretty funny. Like, the awesome power of the Zetas showed to her in a Starburst. And then, like, I found an entry with, like, the quote, and then I found some people commenting on it. She was talking about, I opened a box of Starburst. It is cardboard and it's glued shut. That means nobody could have tampered with it. And then somebody was quick to point out, like, actually, Starburst has never come in a box. It's always come in those foil wrap bags or a plastic bag.
Yep.
And they they like provided a link to prove that.
Nice.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Oh my god. Yeah. She's nuts. And then, so yeah, it was the fact that she found a unopened or unwrapped Starburst. Like, I'm sorry if I'm talking about that too much, but that is so fucking crazy.
Nah, I think it warrants a couple insults.
Yeah, you're going to drastically change the course of your life.
It's like Family Guy when he's like, Brian, there's a message in my what's he say? My alphabet soup. It says ooh.
Yeah, my Cheerios. Yeah.
Peter, those are Cheerios.
Oh no, yeah, he's like, yeah, Peter, those Cheerios. So yeah, then this fucking crazy lunatic. She's a heavy believer in oh god, everything. 'Cause, you know, like,
yeah.
like.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, cause yeah, we've covered this. If like you're a doomsday person or a conspiracy person, once one thing is possible, then all the other
Everything.
crazy bullshit
Yep.
you have to believe in.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So then she started this web. She was kind of. I'm surprised I never heard of her until recently.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she was a big internet presence as early as like 1995, and she like her main belief is that Planet X, which I guess we got to get into that. Planet X was like just a like placeholder name for like astronomers knew that there was planets outside of our solar system.
Right.
And they just use a placeholder name, Planet X, because
Right.
they couldn't confirm or identify it. But because of like the way that some of the planets and their moons were behaving, they knew that there was some sort of gravitational effect, like from probably a planet,
Right.
you know, beyond what we could see. So they gave it a name, Planet X. And then, as usual, just the conspiracy people went fucking crazy over that. And then Planet X turned into all these like things. It's so funny when like scientists release like just like a theoretical planet or just theoretical anything, the conspiracy people go fucking wild over it.
Yeah. Yeah, like immediately.
Yeah.
It's almost like an art form and how creative and how fast they can be with this stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my god, Planet X. I bet you that means, and then like 3 fucking blog posts later, everyone's convinced that Planet X is going to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, so she was convinced that Planet X, or actually, I think she said that there was like another star. I don't know. They were on a collision towards Earth.
That's about right.
So we were going to collide with it, despite even like 30 years ago, anything that big, we would have probably been able to detect.
Yeah.
And, well, like, it would probably have been in orbit around Earth. Yeah, well, I mean, if it is a planet, it would have been, like, yeah, it would be in orbit. We would have probably detected it.
Right.
And then, so in 1997, the Hale-Bopp comet, you remember that, right? That was like the biggest astronomy news. Well, shit, that's what the Heaven's Gate people killed themselves over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So in 1997, that was the first doomsday prophecy. Was that Hale-Bopp was actually Planet X, or Nibiru. That's what they call it.
Nibiru Cataclysm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Fucking
1997. Yeah, so like, yeah, that was definitely a comment or a comet, and
Pretty clearly.
yeah,
Pretty fucking clearly.
yeah, that was absolutely a comet, and she was like, no, that's a planet, and then she doesn't fucking know her way around a telescope at all,
No.
so she didn't watch it. Well, then, like, if it was a planet, it would have been very visible. It would have been more visible than Mars or Venus. Like, by the time it would have collided with Earth,
Yeah.
it would have been extreme. It would have been like one of the brightest things in the night sky. Yeah,
Would have left the moon.
yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh, and then yeah, what's really funny is that leading up to that, she said that uh, something about how it was another planet. Okay, yeah, everybody said it was a comet. She said it was Nibiru, which is I think was supposed to be 6 times the size of Earth. She said that that was a planet in disguise, which is so fucking funny. That just makes me think like there's
Sneaking out
like
there.
yeah, you know that like the glasses and the fake nose and the mustache.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I just picture a planet hurling towards Earth with that. Like I'm in disguise.
I'll never see this coming. Just read my newspaper.
Or it has like a giant bush around them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like it's disguised as a hedge,
Yeah.
and then every time we observe it, it just stops. Like no, I'm just a space hedge.
Space Edge, you've seen those before, right?
Yeah,
Oh, those goddamn planets running around all trickery like,
yeah.
trying to
It's
fool
got
us.
every time it inches towards Earth, the Pink Panther music is playing.
Do, do,
Do 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 do.
do. Like, takes a quick like 4 steps towards us.
Yeah. The SETI telescope points towards it and just stops. Just stops in its tracks.
You don't move, they can't see you.
Yeah. Stephen Hawking's like, no, it appears it was a space hedge.
um, I haven't been able to confirm that he actually told this joke. But I heard that he told a joke once about he was finally able to get an erection. The doctors removed his pop-up blocker. Now, I was told that he actually said that, but I haven't been able to confirm that. So if you didn't, my apologies for the terrible joke. But
I wouldn't be surprised. From what I heard about Stephen Hawking, he actually had a pretty solid sense of
yeah,
humor. He was actually like there was a Simpsons episode. Yeah, that was actually him.
yeah.
Apparently, he was a huge Simpsons fan.
Who isn't though?
Oh yeah. So if he said that, yeah, that wouldn't be a huge
Yeah.
surprise.
So this chick has had how many predictions?
Oh, this fucking bitch. God.
Right back to it.
So anyone who's listening who thinks that I might be being a little harsh on this failed doomsday predictor, clearly mentally ill. She is fucking very mentally ill. I'll get into that in a second. But let's just cut to the point where she fucking murdered her pets.
Yeah, this is disgusting.
And yeah, so I sent you that link, and we should link that out to anyone who's listening. It's the actual radio interview where she admits it. So in 2002 or three, it was another fucking planet X is gonna hurl towards Earth, and we're gonna die. So she urged all, and at that point, like so it was Zeta Talk. That's her like website or group or cult, depending on how you want to look at it. It
Yeah.
really could be interpreted as all of the above. But in like 2002, like she had actually had a lot of followers, and well, after she was wrong, it declined significantly, of course. But
Yeah.
But at the time, though, she had a lot of followers, a lot of impressionable people. So she urged her followers to kill their pets because of the oncoming apocalypse. Because, yeah, because, like, in the apocalypse, what are your pets going to do? There's not going to be enough food to go around. And she, this link we got, like, that's her happily describing the fact that she drowned her pets herself.
Yeah. That's so disgusting.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. The link that I sent out, it was a little later. I couldn't find, like she, admitted to personally drowning her pets. But in this link, she confirms that she killed her pets. She's like, "Oh, I just sent them to the doctor and had them euthanized." But like, yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah, she like admitted to drowning her pets, and then like it's a radio interview, and they're like, "Well, how old was your dog?" Which I wouldn't have thought to have asked that.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Well, this one was 18 months." So yeah, she personally drowned a fucking
Puppy.
yeah, pretty much a puppy. So yeah, she drowned her puppies, and she urged her followers to do the same. Yeah, yeah, and then she was like, "Well, there's not gonna be enough food to feed the apocalypse or whatever fucking bullshit." And then I don't know if it was her or one of the radio people made a good point. Like a dog would be a sufficient meal.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But a dog could also find its own food if it had to.
In fact, yeah.
Fucking descendant of a wolf.
Yeah.
Like, it would be just fine.
Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, no, that then like okay, so she killed her dog and then bragged about it basically on the radio. And then like after her fucking doomsday predictions didn't come true, she you know what she said to justify it? She's like, "Oh, well, the dog turned feral," which
Did it?
is not a thing that
Right.
ever happens.
Just out
You
of
don't
nowhere.
turn yeah, you don't turn feral. If you're a human, you could be born feral. Animals could sort of be born feral, but they have thousands of years of like survival instinct.
Right. Nope. Just woke up one day. Sure
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Fucking feral.
Yeah, she said that it was she said that her dog was acting aggressively.
You mean like a dog?
Yeah. Exactly, like literally any dog. Yeah, she told her followers that if your pets are acting aggressively, well, that's a sign. Because, the pets sense it first.
Obviously.
Yeah, they're better than, yeah, they sense objects from hundreds of million miles.
Yeah. I can see where this makes sense.
And then, yeah, like when I kind of started the research, I noticed like all these failed doomsday predictors. A lot of them, I got to admire her in one aspect. Like a lot of the doomsday predictors, they're like, when they don't come to fruition, they're like, well, I did my calculations wrong. Actually, this date, blah blah blah. But she actually took, I wanted to say the high road. Yeah, whatever. But she was like, oh no, she did the surefire thing of keeping people on board, which is where like so yeah, okay, her predictions failed. She killed her fucking pets. Probably a lot of her dumbass followers killed their pets. And she was like, "Oh, well, actually, the Zetas, they actually I don't think she blamed. I think she took I don't know. Like her whole thing was like, well, if I actually told the real date of the end of the universe, then the government and the powers that be, then they would they would declare martial law. Everybody would be locked into the city. So she actually was not wrong. She just lied.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. She was just
Yeah.
she was just telling the little white lies to throw off the fucking government, man.
That checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm buying that.
Which, like, yeah, because I've read a lot about doomsday people, and that's honestly a new one and an obvious yet untraveled route was to just say, "Oh, I lied.
Right.
I lied on purpose."
I couldn't give the real date.
Because anybody stupid enough to like keep hanging on to her words will probably agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense.
He reminds me of a cross between like Alex Jones and the cult leader. You know, like she's got the followers and shit, and she says
Yeah,
stupid,
yeah,
ridiculous bullshit, and she's like a cult leader because she actually has a cult.
yeah. From what I read, from like skeptic websites, it pretty much is a cult.
Yeah, might as well be. Like if you're talking to aliens through a device in your head, and you've got followers. That's a cult.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, let's not forget a package, a single unwrapped Starburst told her.
All right, good point. Good point.
Yeah, yeah. Which anyway. So yeah, working in the liquor store the last 5 years, pretty much once a month, like I'll find a 6 pack of beer where there's no label or
The
there's no
fucking
beer in one. Like there's ton, yeah.
must be the Zetans.
Like never mind that, yeah, mishaps in the packaging factory are very common.
No, they're
Nope,
not.
that was,
Nope.
no, yeah.
No.
So you're telling me, like just the other day, I found a full bottle of Coors, but
Mm.
it had no liquid inside.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that was probably Scientology that was communicating with you.
yeah, that was the Zetas the whole time.
Yeah, bastards. Just leave me alone, man. I'm just trying to stock some shelves.
Yeah, yeah. No, they've been repeatedly trying to recruit me. Apparently, no, I think the only yeah, I just don't have the chip implant.
Ah, see, that's where they fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
These must not be very good aliens, man.
Yeah,
Step one
very
is
ineffective.
chip implant. Chip. Step two is wrapper labels.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus, they skipped the whole step, man.
So Nancy Leader, total cunt.
Yeah, yep. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, I think. Looking at my notes, I think I covered everything. Nibiru, totally. Oh yeah, yeah. Like what's really funny is that I noticed is that like, oh well, with like conspiracy theories, like it's so funny how they take keywords and key like ideas, and then they just
Yeah,
branch out and have nothing to do with each other.
right. Exactly. No connection.
Yeah, yeah. Because the whole Planet X thing, like that was an actual scientific thing, like like a hypothesized planet that exists outside our known solar system, and then that branched out into just
All
so
this
many
nonsense.
unconnected. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then actually, no, I'm not done with this bitch. Because I fucking God, I just hate her so much. Like I wanted to cover multiple doomsday things, and this lady. Oh yeah, so she's also very mean. She is not a nice person. Because I was reading like the message boards from some of her websites, and
Yeah.
well, like if she's able to moderate the message boards, then anyone who has a dissenting opinion, anyone who disagrees, is just banned instantly. But like if she comments on a message board that she can't moderate, then oh my god, she gets so fucking mean. She literally said, and I'm slightly paraphrasing, but she did say that people who disagree with her are wrong. like just in general.
Wow.
Yeah, well, because like,
Oh, dude, I just found her Twitter page. She hasn't posted anything for like a year and a half now, since October 2017.
wow, really?
But Jesus Christ, man, there's some fun shit on here.
Oh, Zeta Talk.
Yep.
Zeta Talk is very active. In fact, today they had a blog post for tomorrow.
Ooh. Wonder why she doesn't do any Twitter anymore.
Well, she's right about everything. She said that.
That's true. You know, if a Christian says something like that, she's a Christian, by the way. I did a little reading while we were doing this.
Of course she is.
Um, if she says that, then must be true.
Yeah, all these batshit fucking people. Actually, that's kind of one thing I was gonna bring up was that it's my opinion, and like I was kind of wondering if maybe I'm biased on this, but like there's definitely a correlation between like religion and conspiracy theories, right?
There has to be.
Yeah.
In fact, there's actually a study not long ago about that. Laura was showing me religion. I can't find it. Oh well, but yeah, Laura definitely found something like that. My wife found something not long ago about that. How religious people are more likely to be conspiracy theorists than non-religious people.
I mean, it makes perfect sense because if you're committed to the Bible,
Right.
like you have to believe all of it, despite the fact that it contradicts itself constantly.
Like every other page.
But you have, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you have to believe, or else you're not going to heaven.
Right.
And yeah, like, so I mean, that would make sense, like down the line onto conspiracy theories. Oh yeah, and then like, this fucking God, I'm just gonna keep bringing her up. I had like, so many notes. There are so many other conspiracy theory wackos. But this fucking bitch. I think it was the fact that she essentially bragged about drowning her dogs. I think that's
Right.
what just set me off.
Yeah.
And then I had to just read more and more and more. But oh no, she does the and this is a classic conspiracy theory thing, which is where if you use science, like this is what fucking pisses me off. If you use science, well then you're part of the government agenda. You know what's really funny though
Yeah.
is that like because I was reading into like so okay scientists, the majority of them are not in any way connected to the government. The majority of them are either independent researchers or typically from universities.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like, and then of course I was reading some message board where like, yeah, like every university at some point probably got some small or large government grant, and then right there, that's proof.
Yep. Nova.
Yep, the fact that they got a $20 plaque from a senator means
Yep.
that they're part of the conspiracy.
Yep. Oh, they got money.
Yep, and it's funny, like,
Crazy, man.
yeah, it's just so fucking like conspiracy theorists. Gotta just, I'm so fucking upset by it, just all day. Like conspiracy theorists, they're like, yeah, like if you use science, well, you're part of the government plot. It's
Obviously.
like the funny thing about NASA is that people really think, like conspiracy people really think that NASA is the all-knowing, all-consuming leader of fake science or whatever the fuck.
Right.
And it's like, really, like the information that NASA gets is from universities or independent groups or independent scientists.
Yeah, and what cracks me up is like, I guess the irony of it is a lot of the shit takes place on the internet that takes technology, which was most likely created by one of the scientists or scientists like those from NASA. Because like these guys, NASA is the biggest propaganda machine for conspiracies. Yet they're the ones who actually provide the technology for you to say that online.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're on a phone that takes pictures and schedules your day and searches the internet for you by saying, "Hey Siri," but you're on that same phone that has all the technology, but science is bullshit.
Yeah.
Good one, guys. You thought that one
Yeah.
through. Yeah, that's going to do it for another episode of the Church of Atheism podcast. Hope you guys are enjoying our little show here. If you are and would like to help us out, you can go to patreon.com/Church of Atheism. You can, make a little donation there, help us out a little bit. Maybe we can get some better technology, make us sound better. You know, you know. Yeah, hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, like I said at the beginning, feel free to share us out on Twitter, on Facebook, your favorite social media platforms. Spread the word. Uh, that's it for us. We will talk to you guys next time.